Hi everyone, my name is Taylor, my middle name is Lynn, and I'm the owner of Myth by Lynn, which is a clothing and accessory shop on Etsy, so definitely come check me out. Alright guys, so this is just going to be a chill studio vlog. I have a lot to do. I'm going to be traveling soon, and so in the time between coming back from San Japan and then going away, this is kind of going to be that vlog. So I'm just going to be sewing and prepping, maybe drawing, hopefully drawing. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just see where we end up. I do have a lot to do, and I just need to make sure that I'm doing the things. So I can't seem to ever get away from bird shirts. So I mean, I'm literally wearing one right now. I, for some reason, just love my bird shirts. And I always want to reinvent them, and I always want to do something fun with them. And I think this is my out, but also my headache, depending on how I do it. But this is an idea I had back in February, so I kind of wanted to see it through, and I just kind of had the thought of alright, let's do it. So I ordered in 2 different blanks. So my kind of thought was to do something similar to my previous bird sweaters, right? So I'm going to do it as hoodies this time, and it's a blue blank. I'm going to bleach, spotted bleach, and then I'm going to wash it, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to spot tie-dye dark blue it. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I want to try it. I'm curious. I don't know. This will be a project over the span of the next 2 days. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, now we gotta let that marinate. Same with this guy. What's interesting is this one's giving more purple, and this one's definitely giving blues. So I'm curious how that's gonna turn out in the end. Alright, y'all. You guys have been asking me to do this for months. Started with my girlfriend's sister probably 6 or 7 months ago, and I just haven't had time to even think about it. I've been searching for new Sherpa manufacturers just because, Joann's is gone. Where am I gonna get it? And I had come across this fabric that I thought would be similar. It's not quite as similar. The pile isn't as high. Let me show you guys what I did. Yeah, okay, so I finally put this guy on a keychain, alright? And so the fabric of this one, the pile isn't as high. So my main concern about the previous fabric using it as a keychain is that it would get absolutely filthy and disgusting and collect everything. And that just didn't seem like a product that I wanted my name on. So basically, I'm only making the one. I might make a second one with the original fabric just to check it out. But I need to see will the ribbon hold up, so I'm gonna be going on a trip soon. I'm gonna bring it on the trip. I'm just gonna put it on my bags, see how it goes. Will they make it through? How dirty do they get, etc., etc. So yeah, my plan is to have a few of these for NYCC, but other than that, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I'm trying it out. You guys have been asking me for so freaking long. They will unfortunately be more expensive than the little guys just because it takes me a lot longer to make these. They are the same size as the little guys, and they are slightly different fabric, but I now have the keychain cost, the ribbon cost, putting the ribbons in, putting the keychains on, so it takes a lot more time and effort for me to make these. So unfortunately they will be more expensive, but I'll have a few. You guys can decide if you want them or not. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, so I got about 5 more days left before I go on a big trip, so I want to get all my sewing done before then. So in the meantime, I am finishing up some of my scrunchies over here, and then I also have
to cut some volleyballs that my girlfriend's gonna help me with today. I just picked up all my t-shirts for MCR stuff restock, so that will also have to all be sewn. And then the update on the keychains. Keychains are still looking good. I haven't had any issues. I took them out to the city yesterday. You know, I've just been bringing them everywhere. I had one of my roommates actually take a little guy keychain as well, just because she lives a different life than me, you know? So I haven't heard anything bad about that yet, which is good. I will be taking them on my trip with me, so that'll be like the big test of like traveling with them and seeing how well they hold up. But other than that, I don't want to have any sewing to do after after this trip. I just want to relax. The only thing I might have to do is the keychains, just because I want to make sure that that works before I go ahead and make a whole bunch of them and then have them all fall apart, right? So until then, we're just gonna be working for the next 5 days, like all sewing.
Simple, simple, simple minds. I guess we'll take it one by one, baby, one by one. Just different, different, different kinds. We'll try to take it one by one, baby, one by one. Too many problems, I'm already lost, yeah. My baby, I do. I miss you too many nights. I miss your colorful
6 hours
lights.
in.
I think I love
We're getting
you too
somewhere.
much. I miss your blue.
Hi everyone. Okay, so again, I have now at this point about 2 days left until I leave for Europe, and oh my god. So I did the majority of them. I have about 9 left, but I just can't bring myself to finish it right now. I've been working for about 6 or 7 hours straight sewing. My hands are very tired. Here's the thing. I'm aware I'm burnt out. Like, I am fully in the thick of my burnout phase right now. But my brain is like, all right, here's the thing. You don't want to be stressed about this stuff when you're on your trip. My plan is to completely unplug. I've decided it. I don't want to film anything seriously. I don't want to do any like work stuff. I might bring some things to take some photos of while I'm there, but that's it. My brain is at a point where, okay, I might still have some ideas every now and then, but every time I would sit down to actually work on any of them, nothing would come out. Nothing. I have them written down so that if I have the brain to work on it later, I can. But at this point, I'm clocked out. I had planned to also do 2 more videos to post while I was gone. It's not happening. I gotta take a break. So September's gonna be a break. Just got a notification that my Kickstarter stuff is supposed to be delivered tomorrow afternoon. So I gotta get kind of all my sewing done, or at least a good portion of it done now, because when that package comes in, I have a lot of Kickstarters and pre-orders to fill that if I can get that in before I leave, I will feel success. I think if I can at least do that, I will feel success at this moment in time. That's my little rant. I'm gonna go make dinner and also go for a walk at the park and come back and finish these volleyballs today.
Too many problems, I'm already lost, yeah. My baby, I do. I miss you.
Oh, I'm so excited that the hats are coming in today. I've been watching that tracking like crazy because I literally leave for my trip tomorrow. So I need to get these out like today, tomorrow, whatever, but like it needs to be done. Okay? Success! Yay! They look so good!
Simple, simple, simple minds. I guess we'll take it one by one, baby, one by one. Just different, different, different kinds. We'll try to take it one by one, baby, one by one.
This is why we do testing, because that is not going to last very long. So here's the thing that I don't like. So I never would have bought this if I had gotten this in person. And with all of these stores like Joann's and AC Moore and stuff like that, they're all closing. You kind of just get forced onto online shopping. And with that, you're kind of just like wishing on a dime. You don't know what you're actually gonna get. So yeah, I kind of have to just figure out something else. And I just hate how this is going to become like a culture of me having to just spend more money in terms of like consumerism. I'm so over it. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have bought this if I had been able to see it and touch it in person. Gave it a shot. It didn't work. So now we have to move on to plan B. The next plan that I have isn't like girly pop, which I wish it could be, but in terms of what I have, so I'm literally leaving on a trip tomorrow, and my plan was to have this on my bag so that I could see if it worked or not in terms of like the quality of like this, literally just this. And we've already seen that it's not. So I kind of just have to dig through what I have and see what works as a plan B prototype. But yes, this is why it's very important to experiment on things that you're not sure about and make sure that your product that you're putting out there is good and will last a long time. I've only had this for like a week and it's already pulling, so can't have that.
All right, little guy, act 2. Elastic. I think it doesn't look bad. I think as long as I keep it small at the top, I think it's all right. I've had other plushie keychains that have used elastic. My only thing is that, again, it is less girly pop. That satin finish on the previous ribbon was really nice, but like, you know what? I don't think it looks bad though. I don't think so. The fruits of mine and my girlfriend's labor are all just piled, staring at me. So today, I actually leave for vacation today, but I would like to finish at least 5 of these just to have it done, so that when I come home, I have not 10 to make. So here we go. So many projects, most of them unfinished, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh my god, there's a Twilight streaming event. Oh my god, it's gonna be a good morning. I do want to say thank you to my viewers. So I did get one of these hump jumpers from one of you guys at a convention. So I'm excited to try this, as well as you guys all mentioned that I should use the walking foot for my volleyballs. So, you know, maybe this will be not so bad anymore. I don't know. But thank you guys again for all of your advice and your little gadgets. I really appreciate it. Hi everyone. Oh my god. Okay, so for you it's been no time, but for me it's been 2 weeks past. I just got back from my vacation at 2 a.m. last night. It is now like 8-ish in the morning. Yeah, we have so much to do. But first things first, my little guy keychain looks really good still. That's a win. I have so many packages, I don't even know what's in all of them. I also have like 30 something orders to fill today. Laundry, grocery shopping. I have no food in my house currently, so lots to do today. Yeah, we're just gonna get right back into the swing of things. I definitely needed that break, and it was nice for me to see that like mid break. I was like, oh, I'm actually excited to go back to work. So I have some big projects coming up, right? So I have New York Comic Con, which is like the biggest one that I'm anticipating for. I'm like, whoa, I'm excited. I just got accepted to Anime Frontier, which is in Texas, so I'll be traveling again in December. One thing that's like really bothering me is, so I still have pressure in my ear and it kind of sounds like I'm wearing noise canceling headphones. So that's cool. Of all the times I've gone on planes,
I've always been able to like regulate the popping in my ears, right, for the height difference, but here we are.
I didn't realize I'd only get 6 sweaters out of these 2, so I gotta go back to the store today. But you know, these are also really bulky and like really big, so you know what, I should probably only really do like 6 at a time anyway. But I have to use the cleaner instead of like this or this, because this way it just kind of sinks into the fabric and doesn't spread, right? And it gives this really, really cool texture that I think honestly just looks so sick right now. Let me see if I can show you. See, like in here, I used the spray to just see if I could like fill in a space, and it just kind of like blew itself out, and that's not what I'm looking for, right? Because we want more of that like fun texture that's in there, but then this just kind of blows out. So I think that I'm just gonna have to keep buying the more expensive stuff because that's what looks good, right? Okay, so I just saw the first batch. I just put it from the washer to the dryer, and I'm afraid that I already ruined it, but I kind of have to make them all the same way, and I think I'm just gonna have to trust the process. I have a second dyeing thing to go on after this, so I think I'm just gonna have to, I don't know, just go crazy and see what happens. I have nothing else to say. Okay, so the color ended up being much lighter at the end of the process, but I kind of like it. So I'm gonna do a test on if I wanna do the second round of the darker color on it and go from there. But like, I already like it with just this, and I like that it bleached these as well. I think that looks really nice.
Okay, so this is my first booth setup that I actually kind of like for New York City Comic Con. Okay, again, 4-foot table, and then I'm actually getting 2 new sticker and patch holders made because they're slightly too big, so then this guy is like off the table, and that's not good. That's really not good. But yeah, I have my little kickers, my volleyballs, I'll have my payment system here, and also I'm thinking about painting a whole sheet to go over this part just so it looks nice and clean. The new sticker displays are going to be slightly taller than these, so it'll cover pretty much everything that needs to be covered. And then going up to here, I'm unsure if I want to keep the extra bar up on top because I have an idea for something, but I don't know if I'm going to follow through with it. If not, that'll just be X, and that'll be slightly lowered. This is going to be my new bird sweater, and then I'll have the MCR sweater, and then all the prints with the prints down here. So I do have an idea. I think it looks pretty good. I think the new hat holders look good. The new rig isn't finished yet, so I have it kind of up here with my rubber bands. But once that's finished, I think it'll be nice and good. I think this is probably as good as we're gonna get.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna end the video here. From start to finish, we got a lot of work done. I hope you guys at home also got a lot of work done while watching. And yeah, so I still have things to do, but I do start my convention run next week. So look forward to Anime Inc. and New York City Comic Con, as well as
Baltimore Comic Con. Chef, please. Chef, put that down. Upon returning from Europe, I did realize I'm still in the thick of my burnout, which is pretty rough. I would say that I can still sew right now, which is good. So I don't have sewing burnout. It's more of like drawing burnout. It's kind of like that fear where I haven't drawn in a while and I'm like afraid to start drawing and then draw things that are bad and then be like, oh, I suck. And then, yeah, it's like that ongoing cycle kind of. So that's just something I'm going to be working through for the next probably 2 months. But other than that, I have the bird sweaters to finish. I have some volleyballs to finish. I'm going to have to make all of the Gaia keychains. And then once I'm there, that's pretty much everything I need for next weekend. I'm trying to get the entirety of October already sewn and ready and prepped to go so that I can kind of relax in between shows, especially with like New York Comic Con being a 4-day show. That's just going to wipe me out. I'm going to be so dead for Baltimore, but that's all right. So yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all those things so we can hang out again soon. Yeah. Okay. Bye.